have legalized not even euthanasia, assisted suicide, usually have a very vigorous sort of step system that you have to go through getting the
And does that justify active euthanasia?
No, because active euthanasia is part of active euthanasia.
One person talk to me tonight, please.
One person, as part of active euthanasia is also involuntary euthanasia. That's just saying active euthanasia, it could be all three of them. The act of deliberately killing a person is active euthanasia.
We're
Like
talking about all
causing some-
contexts, not all conditions.
No, we're talking
No,
about
active euthanasia.
No, that's not part of the
That
sentence.
is
We're not talking about
context.
both.
It
Okay.
includes involuntary, voluntary,
Active.
and non-voluntary.
One at a time. It's one at a time. Okay.
No place does it say only voluntary.
I think we're running out of time. So, Dr. Rowe, did you have a question?
There was a large overlap with what Anna said, so I'm not sure it's worth
Okay.
saying.
Just quiet down for a minute. We'll just take the last one then. Maybe.
Oh, I mean, I can repeat it anyway.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so I was just interested and a bit horrified by something you found on the internet, Omar. On the NHS website, it said if we were to allow voluntary euthanasia, it would be a slippery slope to allowing involuntary euthanasia. But this is such bad reasoning. There's actually like a first-year logic name for this kind of argumentation, the slippery slope argument. And I'm really worried that it's up there on the NHS website. And then I was just going to repeat Anna's question. So there has been suicide legalised in a few countries for some years now. I'm surprised no one's brought in any empirical data. There must be some research into if euthanasia in any form is legalised. Does it lead to doctors, evil family members conspiring against these people? Does anyone know anything about the
Does
data?
anybody know about that very briefly?
I got this information from NHS, so I'm sure they're not making it up.
Well, so
That's the only source.
For this
Yeah.
fact, yes, it is.
Okay. Right.
I don't think it's
Actually, but it's not. It's the source I needed. But I found
Andy has a
it
question.
on
I
different
think
websites.
Andy
You
might
can't
have
say something's a fact when you only prove it in the...
Okay. Can we just stop for a minute? Just for a second.
Andy, it's a question for you, Luke. Yes, that was your privacy, because you may say it's utterly inappropriate to ask, but I suddenly realised that in my introductory remarks I referred to this as kind of public debate, and it is a very public debate, but it also seems to be a very private thing as well. And we had that rather, I thought, moving show of hands when we had the previous one, where the students signalled that they felt under great pressure in terms of grade. And I just wondered, you might say A, it's irrelevant because it's about passive euthanasia,
Yes.
and B, it's inappropriate, but I just wondered if people would like to indicate whether they have had direct experience of passive euthanasia. I just, if you'll forgive me if I use the word adults, i.e. old folk,
Yes.
or if the younger people, the students, have had something like
Such a
that. I just wondered whether it's appropriate. Maybe
I think it's highly appropriate. Yes. That would be a
I
very
don't
good
ask it from an emotional
even though that's not relevant, strictly speaking, to what we're going to vote on, it would be good to know whether people have, show of hands, whether you have actually, in terms of your own individual families, have had experience of passive euthanasia.
Excuse me?
Do you understand the question, Ricky?
Yes.
Whether on an individual basis you have had this experience.
And please don't feel the need to
Yes.
and I just wondered, it may be something.
Okay, that might be an interesting thing to bear in mind, that people have been touched by this on a personal level. Yes, it's very, very good. Right. Time for one more then? Final question. Dr. Rowe, did you want to ask one? You're happy? Is that enough?
If
Yes?
nobody had any contact with anything like that, I had cancer myself, ALL, and it was like I was 12 years old. It was like a mind-blowing experience, you could say. But I was given. It's not something I never would have decided to kill myself. I had family support. I had support from a great doctor and great people around me, friends, school friends, and family. I would have never thought of killing myself. But because of the passive part you asked, I was given treatment. I would surely have died without the treatment. So by giving me treatment, I survived. Just that's contact I had personally with this topic.
Right, I think that is probably going to be the end. Just very briefly, because he's had a chance to speaking on the motion. Do you want a very quick response from your side in relation to this? Very quick. In relation to Felix's point that it's a personal issue for him.
Maybe it's just like when we talk about legalizing euthanasia, we don't forget that doctors will make the possible and the good treatments for it. It's just we need maybe to separate both things, is that you have had good treatments, but legalizing euthanasia is not forget that. It's just for the people that want to stop the treatments and end their lives.
Okay, we'll have to leave it there.
Okay.